Hello folks and welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator. You join me here in the lovely Icon A5. It's a slightly new direction for the channel, but I thought I'd start somewhere fairly appropriate. We're here at Kennedy Space Center, which you probably managed to guess from the thumbnail. We're sat on the shuttle landing facility here, so it's runway 33. Massive runway for the Icon A5. It's about 4,600 meters, which is a little bit overkill, but you know, why not? Keeps things easy, doesn't it? So why don't we get underway? We'll take off and yeah, then we'll have a little bit of a chat. Right, here we go. So let's take the parking brake off and away we go. So, up and away in the Icon A5. It's just an absolutely gorgeous simulator, this is. Right, I'll head over to some points of interest and yeah, give you a little bit of info. Alrighty, so here we are, and if we look over to the right hand side we can see the vehicle assembly building there. I believe it's now the 6th largest building in the world by volume. That's always one of the facts they love to tell you. So absolutely brilliant rendition of the Kennedy Space Center. Actually, I put the link to it in the description below, so if anybody wants to check it out for themselves, then you can download that and have a look. I'm not going to show you everything, so you've got a little bit more to explore there. But it's an absolutely fantastic job. So much detail. All the info about what's included is in the description of the scenery. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you a few little bits, as well as having a little bit of a natter about some of these flight sim videos that are going to be coming up. Look at that. There we go. Fantastic. That's beautiful. Alright, so let's head over to some of the launch pads and yeah, I'll tell you a bit about what I want to be doing with the channel from going forward. So I saw obviously that Flight Sim was going to be released back in August time, and I couldn't wait to get my hands on it. I've basically been playing Flight Simulator ever since I was a small child, really. About 8 years old I got Flight Sim 95. Absolutely awesome piece of kit. I mean, I'd wanted to fly myself ever since about 4 years old on a Monarch 757, and then that was me hooked for life. So an 8-year-old kid getting Microsoft Flight Simulator, that really was just the dream. So yeah, I had a little bit of a play around with that, and then just progressed from there really. Got Flight Sim 2000 was the next one I got after that. That was like a space age jump from Flight Sim 95. Learned a load of stuff with that, actually. Really taught myself all of the little nuances around IFR navigation, things of that nature. I remember it was kind of the first time I could actually land an aeroplane fairly consistently, rather than just pointing at the ground and hoping, you know. But yeah, it sort of led me onto really a path for life. So let's check out this SpaceX building right here. Look at that, eh? Bit of Falcon heavy on the old pad there, ready to go. Wicked. So yeah, a path for life. Let's say 16, starting my PPL. 18, left school, went to get a job to earn some money towards flight training. And then at 20 I started my professional training. Got a job on the Airbus at the age of 22. And then 6 years later, at the age of 20, I ended up managing to get my command. So yeah, pretty quick progress through it. But yeah, you know, I love planes, I love flying. So I thought, why not share some of that passion with you guys on Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now let's have a look at what we got out the window here. Such a nice scenery. Really, you know, my hat off to the author for creating this, because it's just done so well there. Now that is a shot. There we go. Check that out, guys. Amazing. Right, and over here, I believe we have Launch Complex 39, which of course is where Apollo 11 went from, which, yeah, was obviously one of mankind's greatest achievements. Hopefully we'll be off to Mars again very soon. That would be pretty damn epic. I hope that would be in my lifetime. They're talking about the 2030s for doing that, so yeah, that really would be something to see. A lot of history taking place right there. Okay, now, how about we go have a little bit of fun, and let's go put this thing down on some water somewhere. Okay, I think this little narrow channel looks like as good a place as any. Why not make it a little bit challenging, eh? Right, so we'll slow it down, get into the white arc there on the airspeed indicator. We'll take our first stage of flap, maintain some altitude, let the speed come back, and we'll take our second stage of flap now. Let the speed bleed off. I think this thing seems to glide forever. So I sort of found that kind of 55 knots seems to work pretty well. Maybe a slight little crosswind here, perhaps from the right hand side. We'll come in over the trees, we'll trim it out, go for that picture perfect touchdown. Absolutely no throttle on here whatsoever, just gliding it in. The angle of attack indicator on this, just above the artificial horizon, you can see there in front. It's a really useful little tool just to try and get that angle of attack up as you're coming in to touching down. I noticed the real one you touch down in the yellow, but in the flight sim that doesn't really seem to work. We'll try and get as much as we possibly can. Let's see if we can get it up there to the yellow. And around about there we go. That's not too bad, eh? And we're on the water. Check it out. Yes. Vehicle assembly building in the distance there. That looks pretty cool. It does take a while to slow down, actually, in the water. I'm sure it would slow down a lot quicker than this in real life. But there we go. Right. Now, I don't think we need to put our water rudder down, because I think we'll just go straight off again. So there we go. We'll go flaps 15, and we'll put in some throttle, and off we go. Right, we'll keep it straight. Pick a point in the distance. Aim for that. Keep it straight. We're up on the plane now. Keeping it nice and straight, and let it naturally, a little bit of backstick, come off the water. There we go. And we're up. Look at that. Now, I think off to the south there's a few more little bits to see. I understand that they've got the SpaceX booster landing pads as well simulated on this, but I won't show you those, so if you want to go and have a look at those, I won't ruin the surprise. Let's go see if we can now find the visitor complex. It's such a good place to go. If you ever get the chance in real life to go and visit the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, I really, really recommend it. If I remember rightly, it's sort of down this road and then left at the junction. So let's go check it out. Right, so if we look over our nose here, you can see the visitor complex. I'm using Track IR, which is a really awesome bit of kit. It's head tracking, so you can pop it on a headset or a cap, and then just look around, and the camera looks around with you. You can look up over the nose or peer down into the cockpit. It's really cool. Now, here's the visitor complex. Let's go see if we can find the rocket garden. I think the little building on the right there, just here, that's where the Space Shuttle Atlantis is parked up. They've got a really good display in there. I massively recommend checking that out if you ever get the chance. Now, one of the things that I really like about this new sim is the fact you can be flying along and then you can do this active pause. So you press a button and then that pauses the aircraft, but as you can see in the distance there, the lights are still running, birds are still going, cars are still driving, so the actual environment carries on. And you can come out into your drone and then go have a look at everything around here. So Let's go have a look at the visitor complex and see what we can find. So here it is in all its glory, and I believe right here is the rocket garden with well, that's the Black Shark AI doing its thing. A very interesting rocket-shaped building, so I'm sure that'll probably get updated at some stage. But yeah, it's generally all there. There's the car park, and then, as I say, this is the building that's got the space shuttle Atlantis in it. And it looks pretty cool. I've noticed bits around Orlando, like the theme parks, etc. They've got photogrammetry, so it all looks very, very realistic. It's really, really impressive, and I can't wait to see how the sim evolves. Actually, to be perfectly honest, and see where it ends up. Right, let's head back into here, and I'll tell you what. How about we unpause and head back for a landing on, well, one of the most massive runways in the world. Of course, we did have the space shuttle landing there for many and many years, and that was a truly impressive sight.
Main gear touchdown. Pilot Jim Dutton now deploying the drag chute.
So, if we head back for a landing, I'll just have a little talk about what I want to be getting up to on the channel. To be perfectly honest, I mean, the overarching thing is to just have fun and enjoy the platform. You know, of course, there's going to be some more serious stuff that I've got planned, but I also want to be doing a fair amount of light-hearted entertainment, fun for me, fun for you guys, so we can just all enjoy this lovely simulator together. So yeah, basically I'm also interested in knowing what you guys want to see, of course. So yeah, if you want to write down in the comments what you'd like to see, I will of course read them. I'll do my best to get back to you, and yeah, hopefully pick up some decent ideas in there. You know, it's for me and it's just as much for you. So, you know, I'm really interested to know what you guys think, what you want to see, and then I'll do my best to make some content. Right, here we go. We're established on final. Now, if I do a good landing here, well, maybe, just maybe, I'll do my bit to earn a subscription from you guys. If you are watching this video and you like what you see, you want to see some more stuff coming up, then do please hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you're notified whenever I upload a video. Really helps the channel out, and if you give it a good like as well, then that would be absolutely fantastic. So let's see if I can do a decent landing for you guys here. Right, so here we are on short final, and we're gonna, well, we've got all the runway in the world we could ever possibly use, but we're gonna try and aim for those 1,000-foot markers there. Again, this thing just glides forever, so you barely need any power on at all. 55 knots seems to work quite well, so we'll try and maintain that as we then come into the flare. There's a little bit of a crosswind again, but yeah, let's see what we can do here. Try and not embarrass myself. Easier said than done. Right. Get rid of a little bit of drift. Little bit floaty. See, it just floats and floats and floats. There we go. On the ground. It does just keep on going. Anyway, I think that would keep everybody nice and happy. There we go. On the centre line, what more do you want? So there we are. That's my first video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Here we are back at Kennedy Space Center. I think I might base myself out here for a little bit. It seems to be a pretty good place to fly. Might get some interesting live weather in here as well at some stage. So anyway, yeah, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do let me know in the comment section down below what you want to see, and please do take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.